At 9 years old, he lost his father. To feed his 5 siblings, he climbed breadfruit trees, caught shrimp in the waters of Montego Bay, and went to bed hungry more nights than he can count. Fast forward to 2012. He's standing on stage at Reggae Sumfest, thousands screaming his name, calling him the Gothic Dancehall Prince. But by 2020, he's behind bars, facing years in prison, his career in ruins. This is the shocking true story of Tommy Lee Sparta, from fishing for survival to dancehall royalty, and the dark truth that brought it all crashing down. November 4th, 1987. Flankers, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Leroy Russell Jr. enters a world that would test him from day one. Growing up as one of 6 children in one of Jamaica's toughest communities, young Leroy knew poverty intimately. But nothing prepared him for what came at age 9. His father died. Suddenly, the family's already fragile financial situation shattered completely. While other kids his age at Anchovy High School worried about homework and friends, Leroy worried about whether his siblings would eat that night. So he did what he had to do. Before school, he'd wade into the waters near Flankers, catching shrimp and conch to sell. After school, he'd climb ackee and breadfruit trees, gathering whatever he could to bring home. Some nights there was food. Many nights there wasn't. But even in the darkest moments, music was his escape. At local gatherings, young Leroy would grab the mic and DJ. The crowd would go wild. For those few minutes, he wasn't the poor kid from Flankers. He was somebody. He was an artist. By late 2007, at 20 years old, Leroy made a decision that would change everything. He walked into Sniper Studios in Flankers and recorded his first song, Spartan's Story. It was raw, it was real, and it was him. He took the name Tommy Lee Sparta, a warrior's name for someone who'd been fighting his whole life. The local response was electric. Word spread through Montego Bay about this new artist with a unique voice and intense energy. He performed everywhere he could, street dances, small venues, anywhere with a mic. And then, in 2010, the call came that every struggling dancehall artist dreams of. Vybz Kartel wanted to meet him. Vybz Kartel, the undisputed king of dancehall. And he was offering Tommy Lee Sparta a spot in the Portmore Empire, also known as Gaza Empire. For a kid who used to fish for food, this was beyond imagination. Under Kartel's mentorship, Tommy Lee exploded onto the scene. Warren Dem dropped, and the streets went crazy. Then came Holding Out the Pressure, then Gypsy. But Tommy Lee wasn't content to just follow the standard dancehall formula. He was creating something entirely new. Gothic dancehall. Dark, eerie, atmospheric beats mixed with traditional dancehall rhythms. His lyrics explored violence, spirituality, the supernatural, topics other artists avoided. His stage presence was haunting, almost otherworldly. Fans started calling him Uncle Demon and the Gothic Dancehall Prince. Psycho became an anthem. Some boy dominated the airwaves. Spartan Soldier proved he could create hits while staying true to his dark aesthetic. He released the Grim Reaper EP, then Spartan Soldier. Both showcased his range and cemented his position as dancehall's most innovative voice. By 2012, he was headlining Reggae Sumfest, one of Jamaica's biggest festivals. The same year, he commanded the Sting stage. The kid from Flankers who used to catch shrimp to survive was now dancehall royalty. His net worth climbed into the millions. He had 7 children, a wife, respect from his peers, and a loyal fan base across Jamaica and internationally. Songs like Shook, Uncle Demon proved he could still evolve, still push boundaries. Recent tracks like Style and Flow and Energy showed artistic maturity while maintaining his signature darkness. But behind the success, storm clouds were gathering, and they were about to break. December 2020, Tommy Lee Sparta was arrested in St. Andrew, Jamaica. The charges: illegal possession of a 9mm firearm and ammunition. For an artist who'd built his career on dark, violent imagery, the line between art and reality was about to become very real. But this wasn't his first encounter with law enforcement. Under Jamaica's state of public emergency rules, Tommy Lee had been detained multiple times without formal charges. In July 2020, Just months before his arrest, he'd been held for over a month. His lawyer claimed unlawful detention and filed for damages against the state for lost income and false imprisonment. The media speculation was relentless. Gang affiliations, criminal connections, allegations about family members involved in illegal activities. Every headline seemed to confirm the Uncle Demon persona was more than just an act. The legal system moved slowly. Tommy Lee sat in prison while his career stalled. Shows were canceled, including a Canadian tour that resulted in a lawsuit from a promoter seeking $1.5 million. Indecum launched investigations into assault allegations. The empire he'd built was crumbling. His management fought back, denying gang involvement and emphasizing his positive community impact. But public perception had shifted. The Gothic Dancehall Prince had become a cautionary tale. For over 2 years, Tommy Lee Sparta remained behind bars. 2 years of his prime career years gone. 2 years away from his 7 children. 2 years to think about the choices that led him there. And then, in March 2023, the prison doors opened. March 2023. Tommy Lee Sparta walked out of prison a changed man. Or so he claimed. The question everyone asked, was this genuine redemption, or just another chapter in the Uncle Demon story? His management immediately went to work reshaping his image. They emphasized rehabilitation, denied ongoing gang connections despite continued media speculation, and positioned Tommy Lee as an artist focused on music and positive community impact. But the road back is never easy. Legal disputes continue intermittently. Business problems from his incarceration still haunt him. The lawsuit from the Canadian promoter remains unresolved. And in an industry that moves fast, 2 years is an eternity. Yet Tommy Lee Sparta isn't finished. He's actively engaging with his fan base, releasing new music, and fighting to reclaim his position in dancehall. His net worth, estimated between $1 and $5 million, proves he still has commercial value. His influence on the genre, particularly his pioneering of Gothic dancehall, remains undeniable. Recent releases show an artist trying to balance his dark aesthetic with more mature themes. He's older now, a father of 7, someone who's experienced the consequences of his choices firsthand. The question is whether the industry and fans will give him a second chance. From catching shrimp in flankers to commanding stages at Reggae Sumfest. From poverty so severe he went to bed hungry to wealth in the millions. From the mentorship of Vybz Kartel to a prison cell. From Uncle Demon to a man seeking redemption. As of 2025, Tommy Lee Sparta is still fighting. Fighting to rebuild his career, fighting legal battles, fighting public perception, and fighting to prove that the Gothic Dancehall Prince can rise again. Whether he succeeds or not, his impact on dancehall is permanent. He showed that artists could push boundaries, explore darkness, and create something entirely new. He proved that a kid from flankers with nothing but talent and hunger could reach the top. The question now is, can he stay there? This is Fame Files, where we reveal the truth behind the fame. If you want more untold stories, hit that subscribe button. And tell us which artist we should cover next time.